Hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Alex Ray Taylor, and on this channel I talk all things sustainable fitness. Yes, you're going to hear a lot about high-fat, low-carb diets, intermittent fasting, ketogenic diets, etc., etc. I'm all about creating the most sustainable fitness regimen that's almost effortless, and mine is pretty effortless, so I wanted to share it with you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why the ketogenic diet, high-fat, low-carb, intermittent fasting, why it works so well. And what I'm going to address in this video is not based on any of the physiological, actually one of them is, I should say, but isn't heavily based in like physiology or scientific, but it's more in the most practical, like mental side of why these protocols work, okay? Number one, and I think maybe even the biggest, is constant moderation, constant monitoring, constant modulating is draining, okay? I get it, like the whole, if it fits your macros type regimen, it's nice, it's very freeing to a certain extent, but at the price of what? And what I've observed, and I know other people can relate with me, is that constant having to monitor, okay, so what is this thing? And then what is that thing? And this thing and that thing, and weighing it, and that's stressful. That's super stressful. And as well, it gets you used to the constant flux of availability, I should say, right? Because anything's available. It's just if it fits your macros. And when anything becomes available, what typically happens? Temptation sets in. So moderation, man. These protocols eliminate moderation. You're on a high-fat, low-carb diet, you know exactly what you can consume. It's in a limited amount. You're in intermittent fasting, you know your window. It's in that limited amount. And adding on to that, what's also useful for these protocols practically is that sometimes they're a little bit more off, well, not a little bit, a lot more off than what we're commonly, promoted to consume or eat, right? And so it's so different and so straightforward that it allows others around us to get used to our pattern, right? In the beginning, yeah, you're gonna get the argument, intermittent fasting, what, huh? What's going on? You're starving yourself, what is this? But after a while, they get used to dealing with you in that framework. Whereas if it's something a little bit more vague or a little bit more you're full of possibilities, such as if it fits your macros, there's this constant question of, oh, so can you eat now? Or, oh, so can you eat this thing? You're vegan? Is this vegan? Does this adhere to veganism? Oh, does this have milk in it? Like, there's just so much consideration that has to come when you don't have such fixed standards, I guess, right? This is my feeding window. This is when I eat. I will not eat between these times. These are the 2 food groups I eat, or 3 food groups, whatever it is for you. So that helps. That helps socially. It helps going on day to day. It sets people's expectations, and it sets your expectations too. And then third is the fact that it works with physiology. Our bodies work on rhythms. We have our sleep, we have our wake cycle. There's all sorts of cycles that go on. We have our menstrual cycle, right? So having that fixed period, for example, intermittent fasting, having that set time, every day I break my fast at this time, every day I end my fast at that time, it also works on the rhythm and helps you to be much more efficient. There's a popular quote by business leader Peter Drucker, what gets measured gets managed. And it's true. You can't manage what you don't measure, right? Otherwise, you're just setting your body up to act on its own whim. Maybe one day you worked out a little bit more earlier on in the day, and now you're breaking your fast earlier. And so then the next day it's something new, and then the next day it's something new. If you set the rhythm, you get your body used to it. It's crazy how your body will adapt and become much more efficient, I've observed. Lately, I've been experimenting with eating in 1 hour a day for this same reason. It takes out the moderation. What I've been finding is eating in 1 hour is so efficient, and what's crazy is the digestion has been on point after fitting all my calories in one meal.
Do any of you have any experience with eating one meal a day or eating in 1 hour a day and breaking or having your feeding window in the morning instead of later on in the day? I've been doing it later on in the day, and I'm like curious, kind of want to experiment, but then kind of don't. If you have experience with it, let me know in the comments down below.
My digestion's been on point. And what's great is even with fitting it in one meal, while yes, my energy may dim a little bit, because my diet's a high fat, low carb, ketogenic style diet, I feel damn good. I feel really good. And I don't feel like I'm just gonna crash and burn like I do with carbohydrates. So the efficiency of train your body to be fat adapted. It's not on some fickle type fuel such as sugar. It's up, it's down, it's easily burnt. No, it's strong, all right? Training your body to operate off of ketones. Strong, resistant fuel. This all helps with the practicality of living. The fact, once again, just to sum up, moderation is exhausting. Moderation takes so much energy. 2, having such fixed standards that you set your expectations, you set the people around you's expectations. And 3, you're adhering to that rhythm that our physiology seems to like. So that's my video for today. I hope it was useful. I hope you were able to take something away from it. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, content requests, go ahead and leave comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.